and run it back. Black deck. Always a fun time if you like things that suck. Which people do these days. Seeing the box office numbers for Garfield? Vibes are rancid. Foil, I do enjoy foil as well. It wasn't terrible. Just an honest question, because I'm I would say that my goal for this year is to like be more of a bully. Why do you know that Garfield is good or bad? I'll tell you in advance, and you can choose whether you want to lie or tell the truth. The only reason that I would consider acceptable is my kid wanted to see Garfield. Saw it with my GF LOL. Okay, I see you, and I'll allow it. I'm not gonna curse you for that one. Let me guess though, she picked it. You shouldn't say, NL. Why are you laughing? Why are you suppressing your guffaw, NL? I'm listening to your compilation right now. Your behavior is quite uncouth. Why do you think that she suggested it? It's simple. I know that your girlfriend suggested going to see Garfield. Because if you suggested, as a grown man, hey, let's go see Garfield, she would leave you. So I know the only situation, like I'm running the numbers in my head, the only situation in which it makes sense that you guys went to see Garfield is because she suggested it. No, she wouldn't? Naive. I'm just joking. Oh, I'm just joking. Oh, man. Quirked up women love Garfield? Online, maybe. I don't know. In meat space? I don't know about that one. You might be right. What do I know? I just want to flush, bro. Toilets when they have a midlife crisis. What do you call it? Meat space? Oh, you guys, I forgot you guys aren't old heads. You guys don't know about meat space? What if we just committed to flushes because they're easy to make? Never mind. We will play exclusively pairs. Suit me. I am kind of like, listen, I'm not yucking anybody's yum with this comment, by the way. I am surprised how much like box office discourse I saw. Like, it seems like every time a movie opens now, people are like, oh, movie theaters are dead. Fall Guy only made fucking $92 million and it cost $130 million to make. Two things I want to say about that. One, do you work for fucking Dimensional Pictures? Who fucking cares? The secondarily, why did the Fall Guy cost $128 million to make? It sounds like they should tighten their belt a little bit. Quite frankly, that seems like too expensive. I'm not saying I could make it cheaper, but like, I feel like they probably could. I'm concerned about the industry. Because of Fall Guy? Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Because of Fall Guy? Because of Furiosa? Well, listen, I want to go see Furiosa, don't get me wrong. I think that it was kind of easy to see that it was going to bomb, like in terms of its box office numbers, because the trailer made it look like The Flash. Now, as someone who's media literate, I was like, it looks like The Flash, but good. I think the average person seeing that trailer is going to be like, this shit looks like The Flash. I'm sorry, I just leveled up Flush and now I'm going to kill it, but it has to be done. I have $52. It looks sick. I mean, again, my, like, is this gonna suck ass barometer when I see a trailer is usually pretty good. So I was like, for a second, I was like, what is this? What's going on here? And then Chris Hemsworth is like on his knees with his arms chained behind him, and he goes, "But you have it in you to make it epic?" And I was like, this shit's probably gonna slap. It's probably gonna bang. The Fall Guy is like, you know, listen, I heard it was fun, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, I mean, I've only seen 2 movies in 2024, and I saw the trailer for Fall Guy like 30 times. And every time I saw the trailer, it made me want to see the movie less. I'm sorry to say I don't want any of this. Why though? Good question. I think that for me, I have an aversion, whether logical or not, to when they do the Suicide Squad thing in the trailer and they edit the cuts in the trailer to the beat of the song. That to me is like a red flag where I'm like, I'm probably not gonna go see this movie. And also, I hate Bon Jovi. That's, you might not meet me on that one, but that's fine. I'm just being honest to myself. Hollywood execs right now. Bon Jovi's out. Bon Jovi's out. Okay, what's in? What's in right now? Biaba Doobie. Put Biaba Doobie in the trailer. Write that down. Write that down. Alanis Morissette. Put Jagged Little Pill back. Yeah. So true. Steely Dan. Rip Steve Albini. Harness Your Hopes by Pavement. Gen Z is anointing them, and we love to see it. Okay. How about some flushes, bro? How about some flushes? Maybe in the middle with Billy Joel? Okay, but he's buying. You know what? I lose every run where I take Bloodstone, and I'm going to take it every time regardless. Here we go. Must play 5 cards. Get ready for this. Shoegaze movie makes $500 million at the box office. Yes! When shaved Austin Butler wins Best Actor for the Northern Lion mockumentary, the trailer's got Heaven or Las Vegas by the Cocteau Twins. You'll remember. You'll remember where you were. Mars me. One of these would really hit the spot. Yeah, just get rid of an ace when you got Scholar. Great idea, buddy. I mean, what is this bozo thinking? You know what I did not like? I can't remember if this tweet happened before I left or like soon after I left, but the viral tweet that was like, if they remade American Psycho in 2024, Patrick Bateman would definitely be obsessed with Vampire Weekend. Just soulless music with like the veneer of artistry over top of it. They were lucky I was away from my computer, okay? Because I could have typed. If I'm a millennial, okay? I can't type up anything longer than like 300 characters on my phone. If I have to send an email, I gotta go sit down and like get on my computer and stuff. I would never ever open a PDF on my phone. You gotta be crazy, Gen Z. No disrespect. They were lucky I was away. That's all I'm gonna say. You got no respect for let's not even talk about the debut, which is fantastic. You got no respect for giving up the gun. You ever book a flight on your phone? Would never happen. 100% chance would never come to pass. We're going to the fucking moon, boys. We're playing flushes. We don't really need a negative joker here. I would rather go medium. And go Jupiter to get more stupider. I trade stocks on my phone? Yeah, because it's 2 buttons, buddy. You're really gonna put your passport number in on your phone keyboard? This shit's like 32 characters long. You type the same on the computer? Yeah, like 5,000 times faster with 1/1,000,000th the errors on a screen that's a billion times bigger. I did my taxes on my phone. You're gonna get fucking audited by the IRS, bro. And you're gonna, the email is gonna say like, you're ducking over. Go to prison right meow. Now that's a flush. So it's a skill issue? I guess so, but like, I don't know. The article that was like millennials don't like to do important things on their phone is 100% true. Like even if I just got like an email from like my accountant or something, I wouldn't even want to open it up on my phone. I would wait until I was at my computer because I'm like, I don't want to have to, and then I like click to open the attachment and it's like, do you want to use Drive PDF Viewer or Samsung PDF? And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then you gotta like fill it out with the little, like doing the signature on the, no. Put me at the computer, man. All face cards are debuffed. It's not a problem for the type of guy like me. Millennials answer the phone and don't say anything in case it's a robot. I don't think that's true. I think you're getting to something, but I don't think that's true. I say hello when I pick up my phone. The caveat is I only pick up my phone if I recognize the number. Because why wouldn't I? Like at this point I've been trained that like 98% of phone calls I receive are from like someone trying to steal my identity. You know how many calls I get a week from Brit Columbia? I was laughing too because like our daughter is starting kindergarten in September. So the school paired us up with like another family whose kid is 1 year older than ours, so they can like, you know, we can ask them questions like, hey, what do you wish you knew before you put your kid in kindergarten? So we got the email yesterday with their name. And I was like, oh, have they contacted you yet? And Kate was like, yeah, the wife texted me. And then she showed me and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then she was like, wait, I think this is a scam. So the person that texted her just happened to have the same name, for like first name, as the person who we got paired up with. So the first text was like, hello, and then with that person's name, first name. And then my wife replied like, oh, hello, nice to meet you. And then the second text that came back was like, oh, hi, actually, this was meant to be a text to my old friend, but this is a case of mistaken identity. By the way, whoa, your name is Kate? Wow, that's a beautiful name. You seem like a really nice person. My name is this, and I was born in Shanghai, but now I live in Boston, and I'm looking to make friends. And then like an obvious stolen photo of like a 25-year-old Chinese woman holding an Yves Saint Laurent purse. And I was like, oh, man. Major scam vibes? No, it's not a scam vibe. It's a scam. Obviously. I think I'm going to sell me. I believe in this. Worth. Sure. Gen Z is going to be fine, but I'm curious to see what scams they get cooked with. Yeah, I mean, every generation's got their stuff that they get cooked by, I'm sure. It's a lot easier to not get cooked if you don't open any emails, any, you know, like letters you get in the mail, or answer any phone calls, or even check your voicemail, though. Discord scams? That's right. I guess they've been going around, right? I'm not one of those people who thinks like millennials are like the last computer literate generation. But like whenever I see someone younger than me just like raw dog an attachment on Discord, I'm like, you didn't go through what we went through, man. Like, that was drilled into you at a young age. That's like, you don't open attachments from anybody. Don't even, if your mom sends you an email that has an attachment, call your mom and go like, hey, did you send me an email with this attachment? And then if she says yeah, then you go, okay, what's in the attachment? Can you just give me like the gist of it instead of me opening it on my PC? I would like to make you special. Do you have it in you to make it epic? To make it an epic legendary? What if Dementis was played by the Hearthstone Tavern Keeper? Do you have it in you to make a golden legendary? Whoa! You're gonna like Furiosa? I gotta check movie theaters around me and see, how long's the runtime? Is it like 71 minutes long? I could go see it before I pick my daughter up from daycare. 2.5 hours? Fuck, that's impossible. It might as well be like the Lord of the Rings extended edition at that point. That's gonna be hard. I don't have a problem with long movies when I'm watching them. It's just like setting that shit up takes some extra work. Hearthstone Tavern Keeper making chicken wings. Yes, thank you for reminding me. A crimson phial of Franklin's roiling red tonic. It's so back. Why'd you remind him? Because it's funny as fuck, dog. Right? Guys? Yes! Bloodstone Blueprint. This is the way. How do you always get Blueprint? Try not reading a game FAQs guide for how to unlock every Joker in the game as fast as possible, thus keeping your Joker pool thin so you always get the best Jokers every single time. Holy fuck. That was only 75,000 points. What do you do if you have to take a piss during a 2.5 hour long movie? Do you get up or do you suffer through? Young me suffered through because I was like, oh, I can't miss anything in Sahara starring Steve Zahn and Matthew McConaughey. Old me is like, I'm just gonna fucking go, man. Very few movies out there feel as good as like emptying your bladder when it's full. In the bathroom, yeah, not in the seat. Although, based on the cleanliness of like the average movie theater, obviously not everybody's, you know, on the level with that one. You're right. Honestly, I'm glad you brought that up. It's a great time to go to the bathroom, is like in the middle of a movie, because there's nobody in there. It's like one of the most serene bathroom experiences you'll ever have. Also, anytime I'm in the bathroom, I kind of feel like, at the movies, I feel like solidarity with anybody else that's in there. Give me some of this. Like, if I see another middle-aged man in the movie theater bathroom, I give him a nod, like, of course we're in here. We're 35-year-old guys watching Dune 2. Of course I gotta take 2 bathroom breaks. I'm not gonna judge him. He's my brother. Okay, Blue Seal. This is the time. Hey, Anel, just so you know, You should get Lusty Joker and dump popcorn. Okay, oh, just so you know, that's really good advice. I was doing a bit, so I wasn't paying close attention to the Jokers that were in the shop. I was just re-rolling until one of them activated my my monkey neuron. So I'll try to pay closer attention from now on. Thank you. I only go to the bathroom to hit a Blinkerton. Honestly, like, no disrespect, but you guys are so annoying. It hasn't happened for, like, a while, but it's happened maybe half a dozen times that I've been trying to use the bathroom, like, with my toddler at a public place, and I can't because they only have one stall, and there's a dude in there, like, vaping and watching YouTube shorts on his phone. And I'm like, buddy, God, if you want to do that, you got to do it at home, okay? Like, this public toilet, like, my kid's gonna piss her pants or something like that. Please stop attacking me. You can go do it, but just like, I don't know, can you just hit the Blinkerton and get out? Like, and skip the brain rot YouTube shorts at least? Also, like, I can't remember if I even told this story, but this was like, was probably a month and a half ago, maybe a month ago, is when my parents were here. Parents of toddlers will tell you, especially during potty training, which apparently never ends, before you go to a place where bathrooms will be inconvenient, you're always on your toddler's case. You're like, hey, do you have to go potty? It's been like 4 hours since you took a piss or shit. Like, you should probably go now because we're about to go to like a park that may not have public bathrooms. So like, and they're always like, I don't have to go now. And then you get in the car and you drive for like a minute and they're like, I'm going to piss my pants immediately if you don't find a bathroom, which is why we have a like an emergency like potty in our car. But anyway, so then we did the routine. Like, do you have to go potty? No, we don't have to go. Or I don't have to go. We went to like a restaurant. I was like, before we left the restaurant after we ate dinner, I was like, do you have to go potty? Because there's a nice bathroom here. And she's like, no, I don't have to go potty. We walk like 8 steps and she's like, I have to go potty immediately. Now, I don't want to go back in the restaurant because I've already ended my contract with that restaurant after leaving. I'm not going to come back in and be like, hey, my daughter just needs to pee. And they're going to be like, it's for customers only. And I was going to be like, I just had a banh mi here like, 10 minutes ago. Like, I don't want to get into that. So I'm like, fine, fuck it. We'll try to find like a public bathroom. Okay. So big mistake, but there was a Tim Hortons. And I said, at the very least, there will be toilets inside the Tim Hortons. It's what they serve the coffee in. Now, I take her to the men's bathroom because I'm a man and I'm going into the bathroom. Now, before you freak out, okay, these are private bathrooms. One says men, one says women. It's not like there's like 7 stalls and I'm like violating the veil of the, gendered bathrooms. I go into the men's bathroom and it's just like a fucking war zone. Like, there's toilet paper shoved in the individual toilet and like the seats covered with water. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. Like, that's too much. So I open the door to the women's bathroom and it's just the one toilet and a sink. And the toilet just has shit in it. And I was like, that's not so bad. I can live with that. Then I go up, I close the door, lock the door, flush the toilet, because apparently adults don't clean the bathroom or flush their shit down the toilet anymore because they're all watching shit on their phone while they leave the bathroom or something. I flush it and the water just harmlessly runs over the top of the pile of shit. Like, it wasn't a log, it was like an elephant style mound that they had obviously dumped on like a part of the bowl that the water doesn't get a lot of traction on. So I was like, fuck it. And I'm looking at my kid, and my kid is like doing the pee-pee dance. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I fist the 1-ply toilet paper roll, wrap it around my hand like 20 times, and then just with one motion, heave the pile of shit into like the part of the toilet that can actually flush. Dump the glove of toilet paper, flush the toilet, put my kid on the toilet, she does her business, flush the toilet, wash my hands under the fingernails like for 3 minutes and then get out of there. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing with our public bathrooms, man? Like, I get it, it's a Tim Hortons, okay? Like, I understand what kind of clientele is willfully taking a dump like as an adult inside of a Tim Hortons, but like, Those people need to be in prison for what they're doing to the public bathrooms, man. There was literally like one time in Japan where I went into a public bathroom stall and was like, I'm not using that one. That sounds bad, but I went into like 30 public bathrooms. In North America, it's like 2/3 of the stalls they've been hit with a nuclear bomb. You gotta kick open like 3 stalls just to find one. You're like, oh, thank God, just piss on the seat. And then you can finally go. Hey, Hiccup Art, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Like the state of public bathrooms in... I can only speak to, I guess, like Vancouver and Seattle mostly, but it's like people have lost their minds, man. Come on, water. Don't do me like that. Come to Waffle House, it looks like people were mud wrestling in the bathrooms. That's fucking disgusting, bro, but also hilarious. No! Please, please, please. Please. I hate the black deck, man. I'd rather like gold stake on another deck. Give me telescope voucher. I can live with it. Thanks for nothing, Bloodstone. You know what I think makes it even more torturous? Is the fact that, like, it seems like it should be good. You're like, wow, -1 hand, but I can hold 1 whole extra joker? Like, that's awesome. And then when you play it, you're like, it fucking sucks, man. How did Mouth do it? Pre-patch? Because he's a fucking legend, man. He's the Corey Worthington of Balatro. That's true. It does take a long time to get 6 good jokers, too, because there's only, like, 8 good jokers in the whole game. Dan's kind of goated at Balatro, too. I try not to think about it because it makes me feel inferior. Early Rocket is crazy, though. Early Rocket is crazy. Dan's Chad is pretty good. Put some respect on my man. I mean, I'm taking advice from Chad as well, and I'm... I mean, I'm okay at Balatro, but I've been known to make mistakes from time to time. You ignore it constantly, though? I'm on a different kind of wave, you know? I'm trying to figure out where society went wrong or whatever. I hit E for the first time yesterday. Really? I played Fallout New Vegas back in, I think it was like 2016. I'm happy for you, though. +2, +2, +2. What do you mean? You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. I played Half-Life in the 90s. I once slept with Eartha Kitt in an airplane bathroom. Okay, Grandpa, let's get you home. Oh, I -1 ante, -1 hand. Put around rock. That would make Rocket pop. I think what we're looking for right now, though, is economics. Unless we see a must-have joker, get your economics flowing so that you can buy a bunch of planet packs and then your flushes will go to the moon. Hey, Anel, how do I beat Slay the Spire? Info request, what character are you trying to play as right now? The robot guy? Okay, I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't know. You're cooked, he's the hardest? Frost Focus? Yeah, but I always want to make claw decks work. I always get seduced by the claw. You know what? We got 2 diamonds. I would love to see you make more diamonds. No! How about the stars card? Midas Mask. What the fuck am I gonna do with that, dude? Did I just turn things into spades? This is a damn dream come true. We can just pivot. Can you play Slay the Spire? I miss it. No, like, I mean, everybody has a different experience. Like, I'm sure there's lots of streamers who, like, have a fun time streaming it. But it's, like, one of the most miserable streaming experiences of my entire career, for sure. It's like... I think that as ridiculous as it sounds, I think Balatro can still hook some of the people who don't fully understand what's going on in the game just because there's flashing lights. Whereas, like, Slay the Spire, it lacks a little bit of that kind of bombasticness from a presentational standpoint. So when you play it, there's only, like, two viewers. Two types, at least. One of them is people who are like, I don't really understand what's happening, but you do you. And then the other type is like, 7 nodes ago, you should have upgraded Blade Dance instead of Neutralize because your deck relies on Wrist Blade as its win condition. And you're like, buddy, just shut the fuck up. I think if you're like really, really good at card games, maybe it's okay to stream because you could just be like, I don't make that many mistakes. But as somebody who makes like a lot of mistakes, it basically just feels like chat is completely dead until you miss lethal, and then everybody's like, oh, one person typed miss lethal. I should type miss lethal lol as well. I don't really want diamonds anymore, to be honest. DL Guiga is in here. Excuse me, DL Guiga is here. I saw them leave a message that said, thanks for the laugh today. You know who's not here probably is Slatis Kotz, who I still remember in my head 9 years later as like the prototypical Slay the Spire backseater. They are in chat. Okay, let's just see. They left a message today, 3 hours ago. The moment they removed Pluto's status as a planet, I stopped caring about astronomy. Listen, I'm happy you're still here. I still remember when I think I saw you in Corey's chat, and I was like, why are you so mean to me in the YouTube comments for Slay the Spire? And you were like, because you're a smart guy and I just want to see you do better. And I think, like, in that day, you ever see Annihilation? And at the end of the movie, Natalie Portman sees, like, a corrupted mirror of herself in that lighthouse? That was, like, my Annihilation moment. And I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of the shimmering, bro. I'm leaving your ass on the beach. But, I mean, it's kind of an ambiguous ending because we don't know who came out of the shimmer, I suppose. Anyway, people tell me it's a good movie even though I didn't like it, so I'm going to say it's a good movie. It was a thought-provoking movie for sure. There's no doubt about that. I thought conceptually the movie was very good. Dump it. It's Garland's best movie. Wait till your ass finds out about The Wizard of Oz. Oh, man. We gotta try for some diamonds, bro. Fuck a gold card. No! We lose? No, it's not possible. Yeah, I'm an ex machina, Andy, for sure. Seven, 8, 9, 10, Jack. Civil War take. I was Team Cap. Rude, very rude local thunk. I mean, I'm not taking Vagabond temporarily. I'd rather take Stuntman Kaiser permanently. And then if we could just get malt, high card would go so crazy. Maybe pear can work here. It starts with a 2 malt. Maybe 5, 6, 7. Because we got to be careful because we have telescope. We don't just want to play straights over and over. I got to think about it. No DNA? Bro, I didn't have the money. I didn't have $10 to buy like a foil DNA. I wish I did. We can play pairs. I can get away with pairs. I can get away with anything right now, I guess. I guess. Me robbing the fruit stand. I think pairs would be like unwieldy though. They'd be hard to get away with because they're kind of like bulbous. And then also at the end, you're like, oh, you made it out. Now I have to eat these fucking pears. Yuck. I recognize I've previously been a pear apologist, but that was like, you know, based more on childhood memory. Now I've been eating more fruits because the daycare that my daughter's in requires us to send like 30 servings of fruit a week or something. And like, pears are not sending their best, man. I would love one extra hand. I mean, when you get like a good pear, it's good. But like, if you buy 6 pears, you might get like a half of a good pear total. How much do you pay for daycare? It's honestly none of your business. Weird question. It's not your money. Why do you care? We're not friends. You can go. You can go. You can stay for a minute. So a lot? No, I mean, I don't think it's pretty, I don't think it's that expensive. I would pay double if she didn't go on vacation. The NDP government subsidized daycare like 3 years ago. So the cost of daycare went down like 40%. And I think the government just pays the 40% to the family daycare providers like out of their pocket. Now the thing that is annoying is that they also ran on a campaign promise of like $10 a day daycare being rolled out through the city. And then that shit did not fucking happen. There's like a pilot project, and then there's still, we gotta test it, and then like, yeah. So by the time like it actually gets rolled out, my kid's probably gonna be 35. But you know, it would be nice if it made it through. Well, now that I think about it, she's going to kindergarten in September, so it doesn't. It's probably not too relevant. But so true. We're not ready for that one. But your kids are gonna love it. Mercury, that's what we like. $10 a day is $3,000 a month. You live on fucking Necron 4 or something? I think you gotta check your mathematics on that one. My bro is on like the Mayan calendar or something like that. Necron is a telling poll. I was just trying to pick a planet. I don't even know what. Now I'm scared to Google it. People be like, don't Google blowjob. You're not ready to see what the image results are. Oh, it's from Warhammer. Okay. I don't know, man. Why? What do I care? Necron son or Eldar daughter? I'm gonna be real with you, big dog. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now. Ghost Pepper, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. That's a good one. I'm not a big square Joker guy, though. Eldar daughter, for sure. I don't know what this means, man. Eldars are space elves. You know they have, like, probably, like, forums and stuff for this, right? You could just go... You could just go talk about Warhammer Discord servers. Yeah, exactly. I've been banned from them all. Man, I don't even want to think about, like, how toxic you have to be to get banned from, like, a Warhammer PHP BB forum. Discord son or Team's daughter? Team's daughter, I'd have to say. It's both bad, but, like, at least she's employed, I guess. I love erosion! John Cena at the end of 1984. What's his name? Winston. Winston Cena. Canyons be like. Are you Paul Schrader posting? I've been enjoying the Paul Schrader discovery arc on Twitter, where he hates something that everybody hates, and everyone's like, "We love him. He's a hater." And then he got drunk and went to Facebook and said, "I don't like Furiosa," and everyone was like, "Well, what the fuck does Paul Schrader know anyway?" He's a crank. I know. I love it. Okay, yes, we're not going to add cards with erosion anymore. You're absolutely right. Extreme chili head daughter or pushy vegan son? Man, that one. I guess I'm going to say extreme chili head daughter. And the reason I'm going to say that, I'm not anti-vegan, but pushy vegan would be annoying. Because I feel like at least extreme chili head daughter, I'd be like, damn, girl, we're going to Olive Garden. Do you really need to bring your own hot sauce? Like, is everything okay? Pushy vegan son, I feel like, would be an impediment to, like, my life, I suppose. I don't feel like most vegans are pushy also. I feel like they're mostly just minding their own business. I don't want to be one of those guys who's, like, anti-vegan or vegetarian, like, just to... you know, just to punch down. I am going to get rid of hallucination. I'm going to take an eternal fortune teller, even though it's tumult. I'm a believer that this is going to get us there. Like, there's going to be some... with chili oil daughter, you might be like, really? She's going to put chili oil in the damn Italian wedding soup? But with pushy vegan son, you'd probably be like, I'm just trying to... like, I had a hard day at work, buddy. I've been cleaning all afternoon, and now you want to have, like, an argument at dinner after you've been on Facebook all day? Like, fuck off. I'm just trying to make it through the damn week, you asshole. Pushy vegan son or pushy religious daughter? Probably pushy religious daughter. I don't know. I feel like most of the time, like, you gotta eat with your family like 3 times a day, man. Or maybe like 2 times a day. How often is my pushy religious daughter? She's gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't be watching fucking The Sopranos or something like that? I'll, like, go to your room. I'm not necessarily daughter pilled. You just keep making the son, like, more annoying. Getting older is partly realizing how annoying I was to my parents who were working like 60 hours a week. Yeah, they're like... There's an element of that. If you haven't realized that by the time you're like well into adulthood, especially like if you have kids yourself, then either you were like a perfect kid or you owe someone an apology for sure, because like they were really just doing their, they're literally like waking up at like 6 a.m., vacuuming the entire house, making breakfast, taking a shower, shaving, putting on a suit, driving 45 minutes to go to the office, staying at the office like 8 until 6. Then they get home and I'm like, what, no present? Oh, no. You were gone for 10 hours. Your ass didn't have time to like stop at like Toys R Us or even Shoppers Drug Mart or whatever. No, I get it. I guess you don't fucking care about me at all. You didn't buy me like a cheap piece of fucking plastic in the shape of a cartoon that I've watched twice, but I'm obsessed with apparently. No big deal. I guess I'll go fuck myself. You know what is nice though? I have a kid who wants to eat the same pasta every single day, which I feel like has unburdened me from a compulsion my mom has. As a kid, I swear, and it's good for her, honestly, but it wouldn't be me. She would never cook or eat the same meal 2 days in a row. Which means you cook a big meal on Monday, you're not having leftovers Tuesday night for dinner. You might have leftovers Wednesday night for dinner, but on Tuesday you gotta have something else. Because I basically grew up with my parents believing that like if you had the same dinner 2 nights in a row, like the universe would collapse in on itself. It would initiate like the end of Evangelion or something. I'm happy that I'm unburdened by that. Erosion! Okay. Dump them, but first we should strength something. Why not? Strength them. Dump them. How about a death card is a beautiful card as well. I don't really want to play a pair 3 times, but I guess we don't really have a choice. I guess I could play 4 of a kind once. Oh, but I'm gonna lose 20 mult off that motherfucker. Rubber Soul Son or Abbey Road Daughter? Let me start by saying both are good. Hang on, I gotta try something. Me personally, that was for everybody out there saying just play 3 of a kind forehead. Both good. I personally would pick Abbey Road Daughter because I feel like Abbey Road is a little bit more artistically minded. Rubber Soul is a great album, don't get me wrong. A little bit trivial, a little bit, you know, less soulful. Trivial? Yeah, isn't that like, baby, you can drive my car, and baby, I love you. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, you know? I didn't say there's anything wrong with them. I'm just saying if you're defining someone's identity, that's not on Rubber Soul. Oh, so track 1 must be Taxman instead then, huh? So track 1 is Taxman? Taxman's on Revolver 2. Okay, it turns out I don't know what the fuck is on Rubber Soul. Does Rubber Soul have a call my number on the wall and maybe you will get a call from me if I needed someone? Drive My Car is side 1, song 1 on Rubber Soul. You motherfuckers have been, you got like some Kazaa jank ass track list. And you're trying to gaslight me into thinking I don't know the Beatles? Your shit probably has like Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit as track 3, and you've been like, wow, Rubber Soul really is artistically departure on that third track, huh? But I guess me finding out 20 years later that there's a song on the moon in Antarctica called Perfect Disguise that goes hard. Let me think about this for a minute. We need this. I guess, do we care? We don't really care. Chatter's son or streamer daughter. Both pretty scary, honestly. Prefer not to think about it, but they gotta do something. Ooh. Now we're motherfucking talking, bro. Ocean Breathe Salty, best Modest Mouse song, don't at me. Why would you like type shit like that that's just wrong to like have like incept a fight for no reason? Like now you got me saying shit in my head like, are you 14 years old? It's a perfectly fine song, but you get to pick one Modest Mouse song. You're gonna take something off of Good News for people who love bad news? Like it's a ridiculous take, man. Blame it on the Tetons, so underrated. You gotta experience some trauma in your life, okay? If you're not taking something off The Lonesome Crowded West, or This Is a Long Drive for Someone with Nothing to Think About, and maybe The Moon into Antarctica, if you're taking some Modest Mouse songs made like from post 2003 as their best song, I don't know, man. It's Float On. Get the fuck out of my chat right now, okay? Go watch the DVD box set of The Good Place. I'm done with you. Now that changes everything. 18, well, you're giving me... I can only get rid of you or you. You're giving 20 mults. You're giving 18. You would give... Hey, Domo. Why would I ever bin half Joker over getting rid of Jolly Joker? Because like half Joker and Jolly Joker have the same conditions, but half Joker gets 2 extra mults. I guess this causes the 3-card constraint, whereas we could still play better hands with this. That's a good, you know what? That's a good point. It gives us some more flexibility. Because now we could even play 2-pair if we so chose. We wouldn't, because we really need to play 3 of a kind. Don't fuck with me, okay? We could even play a full house if we so chose. Best Elliott Smith song? Ain't he the dude from E.T.? Elliot, I'll be right here. That's a little figure 8, just to let you know I'm a real one. That's Drew Barrymore? The girl from the show? Horrendous. Let me take a look at this for a second. Just stop scratching me, man. What do you want? I never know what he's doing. I wish Drew would bury less. Me when I work at the graveyard with a guy named Drew who keeps winning Employee of the Month, but my self-esteem is tied to acclaim at my chosen profession. I see what you're saying. Sometimes the jokes just make themselves. Be nice to make more 9s. Can't be done. Be nice to make less kings, 3s, and 8s. Less kings, queens, 8s, and 3s. I guess, yeah, you know what? You raise a good point. It's crazy. The most important thing in the game is definitely like your jokers. I just roll, hey, did you guys see that thing on Twitter? Then like the most meaningless decision of all time is like, hey, what should I burn this strength card on? I'm like, God, I just can't get the cobwebs out. All right, this sucks ass, obviously. That's not much of a help, to be real with you. I can't dump the 5 with it. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you've done for me here. Could do that, or you could do this. 65 times 6. 65 times 6 better than 85 times 3. Sorry to the stone card, it's got to be done. We can still make it, man. Yes! Oh, it feels so damn good. People are typing, you should have played the stone pair first. Yeah, well, maybe you should wait until you see the outcome before you start typing things that only exist in your motherfucking head. Or whatever. Celestial pack? But I don't want pairs anymore. I want, well, we don't need celestial packs. We don't need celestial packs. They disappoint me. Okay, 9s, please. 9s, easy to make. Easy to make 3 of a kind on. Okay, start here. The haters were right. Roland Emmerich, son, or Michael Bay, daughter. I mean, that's just like... I don't think anybody really identifies... I think it's a false premise, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think anybody identifies as being a Roland Emmerich person or a Michael Bay person. I think that's just what happens sometimes when you're like, I enjoy watching movies, but I don't really care to think of them as like art in a more high-minded sense, which is fine. But I'm not going to answer the question on the grounds that it offends me. How about give me Immolate? Immolate would have changed my life. Instead, I'll upgrade every poker hand by 1. Dump it. Dump it. Para. I think we're going to lose again. I think it's a given that we're going to lose again. I didn't hear no bell. I hear the bell. And it tolls for me. Alright, well, don't call that Balatro 2, then we go again.